Test.
I'm missing 7.
After.
Oh, I do know that. I talked to Dixie.
Oh, okay. Should I?
Chargers? Are they all yours?
No, his are old. She's missing 8 new.
Oh, she said 7 total. So it's 7 old and 8 new.
Oh, well, now it's probably 3 new because I think the 4 that she sent down.
Can't believe you're here. Are you guys done?
Yeah,
How did it go?
it was good.
Good.
Tan, so.
Yeah, she's super tan.
Yeah, I was outside.
I'm just gonna sit behind you so they can hear my voice on that. Because Crystal's joining us from her house.
Kept talking about how sick they were.
Oh,
we didn't know. It just.
So then can we order, or can we find?
So Dixie said to tell you guys that she has a, basically they're going around and checking every single classroom for your chargers, and if they don't find them, then we'll just have to order them. But she's already talked to.
Excuse me, please, Devin Montez, if you're still in the building, please report to the main office at this time. That is Devin Montez, report to the main office. Thank you.
But she's already talked to Matt about this, so if we have to cover half as central office, high school covers half, whatever, we'll get you your chargers ASAP. So, but she is like, we all know how much she is on the mission. So I am confident she will find them if they are in the building, and I don't know why anyone would take them.
Accidentally kept your power strip, brought it to central office into the box with the.
Furious. Thank you so much. Totally noticed. I just didn't want them to get mixed up, and there are other schools that haven't gone 1-to-1 yet, so that's why. Hi. That's okay. So thank you guys. Welcome to your last TIE meeting for 2016. School 2015-2016 school year. See some very tired faces, some happy faces, some holy, there are only a couple weeks left faces. So today is really just information, just conversational, and so we really just have like a little bulleted thing. Crystal is at home as well, so we're doing a hangout on air. So if you talk, or when you talk over there, if you could talk as loud as my voice always is, or try your best to project, that would be awesome. Last time we did this, we had her on speakerphone so she could communicate as well, but just so we can get through it as quickly as possible so you guys can get home, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and she can add comments and stuff, and the couple other people who couldn't join us today can do the same. Also, a huge thank you to those of you that weren't able to attend our last meeting and did participate, did watch the hangout, and did add your comments. It's noticed, it's awesome, and it matters. It really, really matters to the culture of this group, and that if people are showing up physically, et cetera, et cetera. So thank you. So 1-to-1 Chromebooks in the classroom, just to check in with me and you guys. What went well? What issues do you have? Also, this hangout is just for TIE. So this isn't going to go beyond our group. So feel free to like say whatever you would normally say in the room. So does everyone have their Chromebooks?
Yes.
Okay. Does everyone understand the $100 for storage and how to spend it?
Yeah.
So an email went out from Sonia, right, about we're all gonna purchase the same thing.
No.
No, she said you had the option.
The option if you wanted to. Attach all the things you found.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so if you email someone back and said, yes, that's what I want, then she would use your
Then
money
she
for
did
you
it.
and return
Okay,
that.
Okay.
I read it differently. I apologize.
So you're using cabinets and then,
Bought desk dividers.
Oh.
And there's like, one will hold 7,
Yeah.
holds 7, so
And
I
you got a set
bought
of
a
4.
set of 4.
neat.
So they give me
Okay.
a set of 4, and then a long, one of those really long power
Uh-huh.
strips for 12.
Smart.
outlets, so I got 2 of those.
Okay. Sue, are you getting the same
I
thing?
got the same thing, but did you get 2 of the long 12s? That's what I ordered. Because all I got,
But it hasn't come, all she
because
said
all I
was,
got was just that one power.
Right,
Okay.
That's what I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, you got the same thing? Bridget, have you, or do you know what you're getting?
The same thing, but I have 18 Chromebooks I have to be spending kids.
So your numbers got messed up because we talked about this, right? Have you?
And I emailed you that.
So I think Stacy looked at something wrong in iNow. So all we're gonna have to do is get the number fixed. So I'll double check with her on that side, and they'll either order them, or do you like the old ones or the new ones better? Have you? Because I can give you like mine until the end of the school year, so you can have.
I mean, I can make it on now.
Yeah, no, I know.
But
It's
I
just,
didn't want to be,
next year, right.
I mean, I don't want to be responsible for something I don't have.
No, well, you would never be that. So, okay, I'll double check with Stacy. Okay.
Do we order the storage?
So I sent an email out with a Google Doc, and it had like a paragraph of text kind of like explaining the $100 and what to spend it on. And then it just has tons of like Pinterest examples and things that elementary school teachers have either bought or built, or junior high school teachers. And then people are just adding in their photos with their links. Like some people are building their own, some people are buying like filing cabinets, some people, there are literally endless ideas.
And you emailed me and said just to get you what, you want me to just order, I can order that, does that sound good
That'd
to
be
you?
awesome.
Are you sure? I got you.
Okay.
So if we decide one with our own,
Yeah.
will they let us have a smell?
Yes, you can buy wood, you can buy paint, you can buy, and like some people, you guys, like some people only spent, they figured out a way to only spend $30. Like they have little cubbies like that. And they only spent $30 on little dividers and power strips. So then they had $70 to buy headphones that they really wanted for their class, or apps that they wanted me to download for them. So it is your $100. Okay. So if you have, like, how much did you spend? Okay. So Lori has $40. All of you have $40 left over. It is your money. As long as you can say, this is for Chromebooks in some way or another, spend it. And if you need my help in that in any way, just shoot me an email and we'll get it done. But please spend it down to the cent. And if you need $10 more to make the whole package happen for you, I can make that happen for you as well, okay? So, because I get that too. Does anybody have any other storage or charging questions? I highly also recommend, I taped in extension cord down the middle of my classroom. You know, I've seen people, there's different pictures of, if you want to like little hubs or whatever, please get smart also about numbering them, or the color, whatever, with your color dots, if you can put numbers on those. Have the same kids in each class period, the same devices. Like, I'm assuming this all is natural, and we'll talk about this more in depth in the summer. And we talked about it a little bit at our last meeting, but just be practicing that stuff the last 2 weeks so you can say, this worked, this didn't, this is, no offense, but we've got a couple people in here who are going to do it the best way. So we should probably just steal their ideas and all of us do it kind of a uniform way. Because if we do have 24 TIE teachers next year, that's a lot of kids that are going to have one-to-one a couple times a day, not just when they come to you. So the better, you know, be ready and to share all those ideas, because we just want to hear what you have to say.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I have 3, but they're just half of the charge.
We need the other piece.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah,
that.
and that's,
And
I mean,
know anyone else had another half, but I have 3 of those.
If we have like technical issues or something, who do we go see for that?
so I think if I were you, I would contact Josh first, and then Josh would contact Brad and Stacy. So I'm all integration and instruction. Yeah, so that's going to be a Josh, and then
Do we not contact like Curtis anymore?
I don't know who Curtis is.
Curtis Rowe, he's ours.
Yeah, Curtis does the second floor, I do the third floor, but it's not really for all the Chromebooks, it's just for the laptop parts.
Yeah, and I think Josh is probably your quickest way to Brad or Stacy from here. So, and Brad's kind of starting to figure out what some of the little glitches are, so he can pretty quickly, I'm assuming Josh will do the same thing, you know. And then I would love for in the future our media specialists to eventually have their own tech team of students, where it's going to become like a class where they will be able to come do the small fixes and stuff for you. Some of the majority of the one-to-one high schools and junior highs have something like that, so we're kind of stealing, and a lot of them just share how they started, the steps. So anybody that's interested in that or wants to play a part in that, please let me know, and we're going to start building that next year. So anything else on storage and charging? Okay. Summer learning dates, July 14th and 15th is us at the central office. You will be getting stipends for this. I think the price is $100 a day. Is that what it normally is?
Yeah.
And then I'm planning on providing lunch as well. So that will be for us, and we'll really be talking about what it means to go one-to-one and coming together and really creating a plan for digital citizenship, a blended learning model using Google Classroom with your more traditional like that, what role PBL plays in this. Those of you that went to Nashville may play a special part in some of these things. Maybe you do an hour and a half session where you're teaching us, you know, the thing that really stood out to you or what you've really applied in your classroom, especially with etc. And it'll be 2 full days. So hopefully those dates work for you. If they don't, please email me. I know people have vacations and you look forward to summer and all of that stuff. So, but hopefully the stipends, the free lunch, the awesome group of human beings and learning all entice you to show up and be there, because it's a really critical, important part of this work. And I'm really excited to see what 2 full days rather than just chunks of short amounts of time can do for us to grow as a team. And this will be a district-wide thing. So you'll be there with every TIE teacher in the district. So it won't just be secondary or won't just be high school, which I think is really exciting because we can really get a lot of good synergy going on, as some of us found out in Nashville. And those of you that have been on other leadership teams in the district, it's powerful stuff, especially maybe the innovation celebration being the highest example we've had of that, of the power of seeing second graders. like, then level 1 TIE teachers. So those teachers that you guys are deciding on inviting, who's going to join us next year. They will be doing training June 15th and 16th. Please also put those dates in your calendar if you are interested in co-facilitating that. I would like for a couple TIE teachers who want to co-facilitate, who are interested in that, to join. And I'm going to send that email out just asking for people to respond. And you will, again, get the stipend and all of that for the summer date. So hopefully those dates work for the majority of you. I really tried to be mindful of holidays and things like that. And we have a running list of all the 10 million other trainings that are already happening in the summer and conferences and things like that. The summer book club opportunity. So district-wide, we are ordering 40 copies of this book, the Book of What If, for the curious mind. Those of you that are interested in driving questions and challenge-based learning, it is one of those books that you are just like thinking, it makes you get creative like that. So what we're going to do is just send out an email, and the first 40 people district-wide that respond, if those of you that are my Facebook friends, I posted the picture and then people just started commenting below it like, I'm in, I want to be a part of blah, blah, blah. So I was like, man, we need to do a book club. And we'll probably meet maybe 3 times in the summer. A lot of it'll just be digital. Maybe we'll do a couple Google Hangouts, have a couple online discussions. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know. You can get a book. The authors are also going to do a Google Hangout with us and have to get them to come next year. They do what if conferences. So this would be something that would probably happen in the PAC, and students get to go through this whole really creative, cool learning process with them. And they are just the neatest dudes that are doing really creative, awesome work. So let me know about that. I'm going to bring this book up. You are getting a copy of this book, Ditch That Textbook, who is Matt Miller. If you are a Twitter person and you're not following Matt Miller, please do. He is phenomenal. His blog is phenomenal. And then the other book you're going to get is The Innovator's Mindset by George Couros. And then I can't decide, and maybe you guys can help me, I can't decide if we should just do 2 district book studies throughout the year where you get to pick which one you really want to focus on, or if we should pick one as a school group and focus on that one, and then you just kind of read the other one on your own. So be thinking about that. If I get these in by the summer, I'll give them to you over the summer. Not, you'll get them right when the we get back. But if you love books as much as I do, they're great. And okay, so our people who went to Nashville, if you will please kind of just off the top of your head share some good things, some cool things, some this is what I've started doing, or how it relates to TIE things, whatever you want.
I'll say something, the TED Talk thing I did, I've done projects all the time, but I've never had the kids write their own rubric. And that really made a difference, made a huge difference, because they knew what they had to do. I can stand up and tell them all day long, but when they wrote that rubric and they said, I have to, 20% of my grades coming from this, and they came up with that, it really made a big difference.
Neat.
I like that.
I think the biggest way that it kind of connects to TIE is the whole, like, having a public product to be able to showcase it. It's easier to showcase it to a wider audience other than just here. Or just in the halls here, but showing it to everywhere.
After, can I ask this question, after going to Nashville, do you think that Buck Institute style project-based learning is something that could be a reality for the majority of these classrooms? School-wide? And do you think it's something that should be happening school-wide? Is it a different impact?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, in science is a lot different because we do crap all the time. I mean, I'm doing projects every single day. It's just, it brought out some other things that really made it more valuable for the kids. So
Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are already using it. Yeah, like I can pull out like examples.
Awesome.
Like a lot of people in this room like already
Doing it, absolutely, doing major parts of it.
Yeah.
So when we come together and really get all 8 of those elements going on a daily basis, imagine the impact that could have long term. It's really neat.
And real quick, I emailed both of y'all about the video clip, but if you know people who are doing it, send me their name. Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm doing Brandy like next Monday, so you're. I sent it today. I think I sent it to you just about. We're trying to make a video. We're trying to make a video to get out to our teachers, kind of introducing PBL to the district before the summer goes out for those teachers that might really want to work towards being more PBL in their classrooms. And so I started by just emailing the ones that went to the thing, but I really almost sent it out to the whole school because of anyone who's doing those project-based learning, in their classrooms. Just read it and let me know if I can come just ask you a question real fast. Literally, it's gonna be like a little clip that we're just putting all together.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. And then innovation celebration reflection. Who got to go? Who got to go up there or go in the room? Okay. If those of you that your students participated or you participated, if you would reflect a little bit on that, just the highlights, what you took away from it, what your kids took away from it.
I had students in 2 different places, one with the table with AR and VR, and then 2 that were implementation, showing them. And if I had it do over again, I just touched it on this table. I would probably, I didn't know there could be more students. I thought this was a limited number of students. It was so good for them to be the one presenting it to people. And they really stepped up and I listened. I stayed back in the back and let them talk, and they really stepped up and explained everything. I wasn't 100% sure that they weren't going to climb up and say, "Oh, we just do it because it's cool." But they did an excellent job.
Yeah.
I haven't done their little thank you, but I'm doing something special.
Neat. Awesome. Yeah, and I love the point that you just made about like if we could get more students, or imagine if every student had this opportunity, which I think we are in an experience where we're about to start making that happen.
They owned it. I mean, they wanted to decorate and they wanted to,
Yeah, they did.
Mine are still working on this. Their final deal is the 16th.
Okay.
They can get to do them in the pack.
Cool. And will you have a bigger audience there?
Well, that's what I'm going to do, is see if I should ask a bunch of people to come. I know the TV is coming, but I don't know, I could just invite anybody.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah.
Freak them out.
What, I wonder if you could get a couple classes to come?
I can go to
And then
class,
Obviously teachers on their planning, and then obvious
it's
central office
16th or
people.
third, fourth box, if
Okay.
they don't wanna come, bring them on.
Awesome.
Probably third box to come, because I don't know how long it will take to do some fourth box. And I was gonna get in touch with you, I guess I could ask you this later, but, Shapiro is supposed to do this. Well, we're gonna Skype, he doesn't wanna do it on the 16th, and you have a law class this time?
Like, wait, are you set?
Class.
But who's Skyping with you?
Robert Shapiro.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that like that?
I just, yeah.
This is something that doesn't just happen.
I forgot to tell you that.
Sue,
They're gonna come in, he's gonna do, he said the 16th or flex, if something.
or is the news coming to that? That is redefinition. That is something that could not ever happen.
He will not talk those against. He said, I'll come in, that's why I need law much too, because we did all the evidence stuff, we don't really do all the law stuff, so I'm afraid we're not gonna have enough to ask you.
That's amazing though, but
Teresa and I, we split, so like the students have their 9 weeks, she's got now management, and then I've got appointments law class now, but now we've got a whole semester of law students, so.
I emailed time and everything, because he said, we gave him the time, and he said that'd be fine, but, he said if something comes up, he'll let me know, but, he's going.
oh, I bet if you clearly explain to them like what he is willing to talk about, they will come up with some phenomenal questions.
Y'all might come up with a bunch of stuff, but I just think a lot of that.
Cool. What a great idea too to combine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Your reaction.
Well, that's what we live for. That's what I live for. I don't, that's it. That is real learning. That is real life. It's amazing.
Pretty nice guy. I mean, one of my kids told me they're gonna fail their semester test, but thank you. And then one of them told, he emailed me all this stuff. He said, yeah, one of them said that you were gonna, he could exempt his verbal final if I gave him.
So did you just have them like email bomb him?
Yeah, they email bombed him, and then one group really kind of stayed with it, and they stayed with it pretty hard, and so.
See, I'm obsessed with Twitter bombing, but apparently email bombing is still in. So, and I guess we should say the word bomb loosely. So, yeah, call everybody, calm down. We're live here. So Bridget, what about you with the Innovation Celebration? Okay. I don't know if you guys realize this, but of you two specifically, I have a picture of like a student in a screen and the assistant superintendent are having the most in-depth conversation, one of her students. And Bridget is just standing behind in the corner, listening and like so into what her student's conversation is, but all she is doing is being an observer. Like, and then I have this one where Lori Crowley is so keyed in on what it's the most, that is the dream. That is what being a model lead teacher is and what it looks like. And I love this idea that if we could only get more kids being able to do that, I think so the challenge is that at each school there is a celebration of learning. Not necessarily an innovation celebration, it's a celebration of learning where teachers are bringing their best at the end of each semester. And that it's, in some way we can get more students involved in that. And that's really started from stealing from Rucker Boulevard's Art Night and then how well Innovation Celebration went. And then that Leaders of Their Own Learning, that their last chapter of that book, that's what it's all about. And it's so critical. So I'm going to email you a Google form, just like a basic reflection, like what, how, and why, personal reflection, giving me feedback, and overall just how can we grow, what worked, what didn't, what do you want next year, what did you think it was going to be and it wasn't, how can we collectively make it better, type thing. So if you'll please, the last thing I know you want to do is fill out a form. I remember being the defiant teacher that would get the emails like, hi Beth, it's like you have 10 more seconds to send this or your voice doesn't get heard, and I rarely did it. So I understand, but it would mean a lot if you had time to fill it out. if you weren't here last time, we are committing the entire TIE team as a district to becoming Google Certified Educator Level 1. The modules are boring and they're long, and they take a couple hours to do. Yeah, so kind of do them in chunks, and I am paying the $10 thing to get certified, so let me know when you're finished so I can pay it for you. That's something we really want to try to get done by August, every single one of us.
Where do we go to do that?
Just Google Certified Educator, and it will come up, like the modules come up. No, Kirby, it's like the most allowed question ever. Please email me if the July dates don't work. You do not have to do June. I'll probably ask 4 or 5 people TIE district wide to be co-facilitators. And I understand if you don't want to be, but I may reach out to a couple of you individually. Chromebook summer storage is coming from Brad. I think he's going to send you an email or whatever that is. Please take one home for the summer. Learn how to use it, to every in and out. Download the apps that you're interested in using with your kids. It is yours. It is your device. I am still trying really hard to make sure, because right now you guys have the exact number for students, right? Except for Bridget.
I'm also one down, but I've made it work.
Why are you one down?
Because they didn't take into consideration my essential students. They only took into consideration my.
Well, we can fix that too. You need to send me that email. No, we want to be all inclusive. So,
So then yes, 1-to-1 for students, but that
Okay.
does not leave an addition.
so I'm still trying to get plus a teacher. So we'll see how.
That's my
That's my big thought too. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we're gonna have to move them around, which is fine. Which is why the colored dots are a little. But
Don't worry, if those fall off, y'all. Like,
we'll be okay.
And if it just so happened that all of ours ended up being the same line.
The colored dots, if they fall out.
I can use
if
less
in
than
August we can happened to be, oops.
Yeah, we'll be okay with less students.
Are you talking to me about student numbers?
20 per class would be.
Are you talking to me? Like I have any say in that? I think you're confused. And I know you guys think the quote is super cheesy, but it's so true. It is so true, and it makes a difference, and it really truly does. So please just know how much you are appreciated. And if you are at the Innovation Celebration anywhere near me, thank you for your positive vibes and for being just sheer examples of things that I can brag about forever. I am so proud of what this year we have accomplished, and I know that we haven't even begun to chip the surface. We really, truly haven't. And it is nothing, as cheesy as it is, without you. It does not matter unless you're email bombing someone to get them to Skype into your class that is internationally known. Or finding the coolest apps that make things go 3D that blow people's minds. Or allowing your students to do, I could go on and on and on and on. So thank you for going way beyond the expectations, because it's the only way awesome, cool, lasting, real things happen. So that's all I've got. Yeah.
I got the innovation lab for the
Y'all keep emailing me or try to recruit people for next year.
You have it for the rest of this week.
Yeah.